Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast with Emmy, Hikins, and Trevor.
Well, I don't know if I should start first. So, now there's a lot of things that's clouded, celebration of national days and all that. There's a lot of one-sided arguments that's probably, made it not so deserving of the attention it should get. Let's put it that way. But yeah, I am proud to be an Englishman. I am, I do love England. I am proud of, what we've achieved as Englishmen, So yeah. Now, St. George's Day, I don't really know much about it, to be honest, because the only reason is because it's sort of, there's a blur line between St. George's Day and politics. And that's why I just kind of want to steer clear of it. Not because I disrespect it, I obviously embrace it. It's just the political element of it is something that causes division, don't it? And that's just my opinion, Other people have their differing opinion. We are entitled to it, aren't we? So I'll see if Jerome has anything to say about that.
Okay. Personally, I'm not English. Well, I've been in the country since 2005, and I've gotten to love the English culture and everything about England. Yeah, and yes, a couple of times I've been further north, and I've seen people celebrate St. George's Day, and it's something of an heritage which I believe every Englishman should be proud of, and I'm happy for them. I think that's all I've got to say for now.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. Nice to hear that, Jerome, that you like the English culture and stuff. And that's excellent. You've been here since 2005, so you know well enough what this country is all about. Just to pick up, Cuz, on your comments about St. George, he wasn't an Englishman at all, funnily enough. He was born in Turkey, I believe, part of Turkey, which then had a different name. But it was in, I think it was in the 1400s. Oh no, actually, I've got that wrong. I think it's actually the 9th century. I correct myself there. But he wasn't a knight either, as most of us think. He was actually an officer in the Roman army.
Right.
And he was a good Christian, and indeed he was eventually executed because he refused to carry out, I believe, a sacrifice as a pagan ritual. So he was executed. As I say, I'm pretty sure it was in the 9th century. But he was a good man, and he was canonized 100 years or so after his death. Interestingly, we're not the only country who have St. George as our patron saint. Portugal does, Ethiopia does, and some other places such as Genoa and Venice in Italy, and interestingly, their cities or towns, which also have him as their patron saint. So he's a bit of a hero, I guess, in Christian terms, and in other ways. I think English people have always been proud of him, or should have been. I pick up your point in a way about the politics side of it, but I'm not sure St. George has ever become political. I think the political side, as I see it, is that politicians of all persuasions constantly seem embarrassed to stand up for England. I mean, even within Great Britain, we can see the Scots, quite rightly, have their own national saints, as do the Welsh, as do the Northern Irish. And I think there's a greater sense of pride, patriotism in those three countries. than almost we seem to be allowed to have in England, which has never made sense to me. It never makes sense. The political side, which we don't really go into, but the other three countries have their own governing powers, if you like, own governments, as well as being part of the British government, whereas England, I know we have various countries where counties which have a mayor, etc., but we don't have our own government standing up speaking just for the English, which I've always felt is a bit strange. But there we are. Not to get into that kind of subject, but just to say, I think as English people, we've got every reason to be really proud of our country. We are a good force in the world, I believe, always have been. Let's stand up for ourselves and celebrate our great country on this St. George's Day.
Yeah. Well, I'm with you on that. Absolutely. Yeah. So now we're talking about the greatest invention. Do you think airplane?
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor and Emmy Hikins. The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us, please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.